Good morning. Great morning, wonderful morning, spectacular morning, outstanding morning, magnificent morning. Oh, yes, it is. You know why? Because I choose it to be so, the same way that you can choose it to be so. It meaning whatever moment of your life that you're going through. Remember, there's all these moments in your life. It's not just this morning, this afternoon, tomorrow, next month. No, there's now. Oh, wait, here's another one. Here's another one. Oh, here's another one. See, it's always now. And in this now, you can always choose to reset if you need to reset. The point is, this is where you have to make the choice to do so. This is where, okay, fine, I can share this with you all day long. You can know this, but I got news for you. If you don't do it, if you don't use it, you're not going to have power. See, this is where being decisive comes into play. And then from there, believe. By the way, wasn't that song in the waiting room such an amazing song? I saw that audition on America's Got Talent. His name is Austin Brown, and the title of the song is Someone Believed. And oh my gosh, the words are so good. Everything out there that's there right now in the physical world is there because someone believed it could be there. And think about that with regards to your goal. You know what? You have to believe that this is done in order for it to be made manifest in your life. I mean, really, wave your goal cards here. Wave them. Come on, here we go, right? You got to believe. It is done unto you as you believe. You must believe. Your belief is literally what determines where you go. We never go further than what we believe to be true. You don't, I don't, nobody does. And hence the faith comes in, and faith then leads to the actions you take. Every one of us has beautiful faith. Our issue is not with faith, it's belief. You want to increase your faith, increase your belief. And how do you shift your belief? That's where practice comes into play, evaluation. By doing the work, which is what we've been doing here at Elevitality. This is what Dolly and I have studied, which we're using to share with you, and of which we are currently studying from this wonderful, beautiful book of the Master Key System. Boy, hasn't this been amazing? Oh my God, it's such a good book, isn't it? Now, with that being said, make sure you do have a copy of this and get yours, and more importantly, use it. Yes, you're going to read it, okay, but that's the least that you should do. What you should do is apply it. And also, by the way, when you do get your book, highlight it, underline it, take notes. Remember, writing causes you to think. The power of notes. Oh my gosh, amazing, incredible. But with that, I will share with you some danger with the note taking. Okay, even though note taking is important and necessary, you could actually fall into the trap of just taking notes. Okay. See, this is where the implementation comes into play. Application, baby, that's where it's at. So use it as if your life depends on it. You know why? Because it does. And for those of you who are seeing this live stream, if you want to join into this and watch these consistently, persistently, watch the replays and go to elevitality.com and go register. You're worth it. All right, so let's go to where we are in this masterpiece of the Master Key System. I'm going to go and switch it over, and boom, here it is. All right, I love this, page 294. And remember, whatever you give attention to, you get more of multiplied. My beautiful, fun, happy question that deals with happiness. Will you be able to be happy most of the time if you're constantly involved with sad thoughts? And what's the answer? No, it's not going to happen. Okay. See, this is where concentration comes into play. Remember, you have 6 higher mental faculties: imagination, perception, reason, will, memory, and intuition. And when it comes to those higher mental faculties, they are the tools that you have, they're in you, that you're entitled to use, that will give you the freedom you seek if you just freaking use them. And if you would like to dive deeper into understanding those higher mental faculties directly, then boom, this is what you should get. This one here. There's no such thing as self-sabotage. Okay, you have this, fantastic. If you do have this, we do ask that you leave an honest review on Amazon about it. It'd be wonderfully appreciated. But here he's talking about Concentration. Notice in the sentence, if you wish to eliminate fear, concentrate on courage. Now, how many of you would love to eliminate fear? And by the way you do that is through understanding. You must have courage to go through the worry and doubt, which will eliminate the fear. But I want you to also notice, though, that if that's what you do want to rid yourself of, you have to change what you're giving attention to. Where the attention goes, that's what grows. So here he's talking about concentrate. In other words, become singular with the idea that you are courageous. And you know what's beautiful is you can use your body to actually help you to step into that wonderful feeling of courage, which then will lead to thoughts of courage. And the way that you do that is sit as if you're the most courageous person in the world. Go ahead and do it. Sit, boom. You know what's interesting? I'm watching on the screens and I could see you guys, you're sitting like this. By the way, how different does that feel? And you know what's interesting is if you just literally hold your body that way, something will come into play. And what will come into play? Your subconscious mind. And why is that important? Well, because your subconscious mind is loyal to you, but not loyal to you, but loyal to what you've made important. See, if you've made being courageous important and you're holding that, your subconscious mind will say, oh, well, I guess I got to be courageous. And then it will then begin to bring into your life through the intuition ideas that are in harmony with that. So again, if you wish to eliminate fear, concentrate, hold the image of courage. If you wish to eliminate lack, concentrate on abundance. How many of you would love to get rid of more month at the end of the money? Okay, right? You want more money at the end of the month. Well, are you going to be able to attract that into your life if you're emotionally involved with lack, limitation? I can't afford it. It costs too much. You know, every time you say that, every time that thought comes into your mind and it's something that you're locked onto, you're reinforcing the very pattern that's causing it. Now, let's just sit in that for a moment. Write this in your notes. If I don't want it, don't think it. Things are not brought into existence by thinking of their opposites. If you want to be happy, you've got to think happy thoughts. How many of you can see that that's really super simple? It's simple. Type in the comments. It's simple. Very simple. But then again, it's not easy, is it? Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Troy, it's very simple. But why is it easy? See, this is where understanding paradigms come into play. The program running in you 24 hours, 7 days a week that consists of your beliefs, your habits. See, that's what's in the way. That's what makes it difficult. Remember, when you struggle, it's not because you're dumb. It's not because you're stupid. It's not because you don't want the change bad. You do. It's solely because your conditioning doesn't recognize the conclusion. See, that's the only reason why anyone struggles for anything. And once you embed that into your wonderful, beautiful mind, boy, it makes things a lot easier. Now the worry and the doubt goes away. So again, let's look at these two. If you wish to eliminate fear, concentrate on courage. If you wish to eliminate lack, concentrate on abundance. Right under this or around this, I am prosperity. I am prosperity. You can also say, I am abundance. I am wealth. I am. Now, here's another one. If you wish to eliminate disease, concentrate on health. You're not going to be able to get healthy or lead yourself to what will make you healthy if you're constantly scrolling through Google to find out what's wrong with you. It's not going to happen. You got to think of health. Now, I want you to notice how within all three of these is basically saying give attention to how you would love it to be, not as things are. Now, yet with this, though, again, the reminder for you is that's going to be the hardest work you ever do. There's nothing harder that you will do than to think truth regardless of appearance. Remember, that's what Wallace Wattles shares, of which I share many times throughout these study calls and throughout everything in Elevitality, that it's very difficult. It's a challenge to think how you would love things to be when the evidence on the outside says the opposite. Now, again, why is that such a challenge? Well, because we've been conditioned to think from our senses. See, we have a habit of thinking that the physical world is the real world. We have a habit of looking at the results and using the results to define who we are. It's not true. Your results don't define who you are. Your results reveal how you've been thinking. They reveal what you believe to be true and the habits you have, and your beliefs, your habits, they're not you. They're just what you've established. Remember, you are a magnificent creative being. And that, by the way, is also shared beautifully in this beautiful masterpiece here. So you've got to think truth regardless of appearance. Now let's think about that when it comes to your goal. There's going to be lots of evidence out there that says, oh my gosh, this can't happen. There's lots of evidence with your past, with what you may have not done. Oh my gosh, I can't do that. Well, guess what? You have to still hold that image and be loyal to this unseen reality regardless of that, because that's how everything in the world that you're in right now that was made got delivered. And then on top of that, you got to believe. Someone believed, from that beautiful song, Moss Brown. Now, before we go further, those of you who are watching this on the live stream, if this is resonating with you and you'd love to join our wonderful community, then go to elevitality.com and register for Master Your Mind. You'll thank yourself later.